Let's watch this. This is from Taku, guys. Taku is actually in the stream right now. It's called WoW and the Blizzard Enigma.
2008, Blizzard merged with Activision.
This is way bigger and bloodier than I expected.
Thousands of employees had staged a walkout.
I'm really excited about the future of WoW.
It makes me a bit nervous.
We have some big things planned.
The classic team has done a really good job.
Why should they honestly care?
We've never been more empowered, free, and dedicated.
The company settled a discrimination and harassment lawsuit.
I think it's the best piece of work in the Warcraft
Good editing.
franchise.
You are an absolute embarrassment to your legacy.
It's a legendary company because people put legendary amounts of effort.
This looks so
They
doomer.
were in pretty significant trouble.
All of the shit Blizzard has been through, so much more is possible.
But this is where things get a little bit interesting.
36 employees have been shown the door.
I quit Blizzard because it sucked.
We're seeing employees and developers en masse geeking out.
6 years down the drain.
Games for gamers by gamers. It's a bloodbath.
Our path forward is truly our own.
What the hell is going on?
Blizzard Enigma. Okay. Alright. Very good editing. Yeah, I like this. Chapter 1.
2023. Blizzard have had a pretty good year. Despite some turbulent months for Diablo 4 and Overwatch,
Oh, yeah.
WoW's trajectory has been on the rise.
Is it fair to say that this is, a Blizzard reboot now?
Man, I just got back from BlizzCon.
It's
We're
dudes!
experimenting, and it seems to be working.
I couldn't help myself at least talk about the fact that really World of Warcraft is back.
This season of Discovery
Yeah.
sounds like a neat way of doing like almost a trial run of Classic Plus.
The 20th anniversary is almost upon us. It's time to change the conversation, make some big bets. Let's take World of Warcraft in a direction that we may not have imagined in
This
the
looks like an
past.
actual trailer.
Season of Discovery is a resounding success. Hardcore is a brilliant addition to the game.
Come on!
And even the opinion on Dragonflight seems to be stable. This may not sound like such a big deal, but for Blizzard, nothing is quite that simple.
Okay.
Throughout the years, they've been subject to the entire spectrum of opinions.
Oh gosh, yeah.
But over time, and for good reason, it's become increasingly popular to hate on the company,
True.
making
Very
this
true.
upward trajectory all the more interesting.
That's actually incredibly true. It is very popular to shit on the company. I don't know. I think you should give credit where credit is due with some things.
So why is this happening now? To understand,
For good reason? Fair enough.
we're gonna have to go back. WoW's snowball-like success had given it the title of the most successful online video game of all time.
Yeah. Blizzard lover. I mean, I don't love Blizzard. I just think you should give credit where credit is due. When they do something that's good, I think that's fine to say, hey, this is pretty good, instead of always being doomer about stuff.
Things were about to change.
If they do some bad shit and if it's really horrible, hell yeah, give them some flack for it. Let them know. But if they also do something that's really good, then I don't think we should just hate on it regardless, right? But yeah, I don't know. Better as maybe to yab about a topic for 20 minutes. That's how it goes. Like banning GTVs? I don't know.
Blizzard was about to begin.
There's
the
great
most
and bad things
catastrophic
about
fall
the
from
company,
grace
obviously.
Gaming had ever seen, and it all started here.
In 2008, Blizzard merged with Activision, but
that
it wasn't
long
just
ago?
the company's name that changed. It seemed like they were getting further and further away from their founding principles. Games for gamers by gamers.
Activision Blizzard.
That's
They
what it started
suspended a
as,
gamer who
what
came
else, I
out in
guess.
support of Hong Kong protesters.
Blizzard is going against free speech, issuing a 12-month ban, as well as taking away his $10,000 in prize money.
Ooh,
Just a hint, Blizzard.
that's
People
some
were
bullshit.
also mad that you were so afraid of losing out on the Chinese market and the money they bring that you didn't stop to think about the people you were actively screwing over through your shitty decisions.
I love the fact that you have a lot of very strong female characters. I was wondering if we could have some that don't look like they've stepped out of the Victoria's Secrets catalog.
According to the Journal, the game studio's CEO Bobby Kotick knew
Oh,
about a
yeah.
sexual misconduct allegation, but did not.
That
tell
shit
the
was
board.
not good, man.
Catalog would you like them to step out of?
That shit was not good.
Thousands of employees had staged a walkout in protest of Bobby Kotick asking him to resign.
The working conditions were terrible.
The company settled a discrimination and harassment lawsuit for $18 million.
Working hours were terrible.
Activision Blizzard remains under scrutiny from the Securities and Exchange Commission.
They let go a third of our department.
And the state of California.
There's been some fucked up things happening for sure.
Company because people put legendary amounts of effort into it.
It is a corpse being puppeteered by Activision and Bobby Kotick.
Under legend.
I feel like it always ends up like that. When companies get that big, man, it's just bad, dude. People get treated so horrible. There's like not good work conditions. It's just horrible, I think, in anything like that.
Terrible.
Bobby was the jailer.
Blizzard, you are an absolute embarrassment to your legacy.
I don't trust anything Activision Blizzard has to say in any way, shape, or form.
They paid me 36% of industry standard for my job.
Why should they honestly care about dealing with
Sadly,
cheaters when
yeah.
they're still raking in billions of dollars?
Wasn't worth it.
The company has confirmed Alex Afraziabi, former creative director on World of Warcraft, was fired last year for misconduct.
More than 36 employees have been shown the door at Activision Blizzard. The video game developer fired or pushed out the employees to address allegations of sexual harassment and other misconduct.
We want to have a conversation. We want to make this company better.
Better. Chapter 3. A lifeline.
This is some big news that's coming out right now. Microsoft is going to be buying Activision Blizzard.
Oh, yeah.
Shot way up. That's because the deal got announced.
Oh my god, Microsoft bought Blizzard.
Oh my fucking god.
This was a
Bobby Kotick
big thing,
is
yeah.
gone from Activision Blizzard. That's right, you heard me correctly.
He and the rest of the board have agreed to give up their positions in the company as part of
Freak
the
Bobby
closure.
Kotick, yep. Get him out of there.
En masse speaking out about negative experiences they've had with Bobby Kotick.
It does seem that Blizzard employees.
Oh yeah, there was a
rather
lot of that. A lot of like the not ex-Blizzard, a lot of the Blizzard employees were like outing everything on Twitter after that whole thing happened.
be under the yoke of Microsoft and Phil Spencer.
Part of what makes this such an exciting time for Blizzard is that we've never been more empowered, free, and dedicated
than the wildland of Bobby Kotick.
To holding
He looks creepy. I'm sorry, he looks creepy, man. Like he
so much more is possible.
His fucking stare.
You know, I think about Activision, Blizzard.
He looks
games,
like a villain or some shit.
History of great franchises there.
Blizzard president Mike Ybarra said that Spencer has indicated that he wants Blizzard to be more like the independent studio it once was.
And empower.
I don't know if it ever can be though, man. Like it's just way too big for that, sadly.
Motivated team
right.
That feels like they have agency and ability to drive their own vision.
Xbox is starting to make it crystal clear that they're reinstating Blizzard's creative freedom once again with this acquisition.
If there's anything I can do in my role, it's empower the teams and make them feel safe, make them feel like failure's okay, let's go learn.
In the 2 years he has been in charge, he had to run many decisions up the chain of executives at Activision, slowing everything down.
We're going to empower our new colleagues to continue what they do best.
Going to Phil and saying, hey, can we...
I feel like that's why nothing ever really gets done very fast, because you have to go through a billion people and it's like just never a goddamn thing. That's why I kind of like that the classic team is kind of small. I know everybody always memes on it, but they can actually do stuff because there's so few of them that they don't have to go through like 15 different executives to like get something done, right? I don't know. Corporate is a tiresome thing. Oh, for sure it is, man. That's why corporate, it's so shitty with all these companies every single time, right? Like Blizzard included. It's just a shitty thing. It just hit me where last name Kotick is from. I don't know what that's from. That's any company. More people, longer processes, both good and bad. Mostly bad. Yeah, mostly bad with anything like that. It's a sad reality and it fucking sucks.
Do this, I think you would look at me and go, run your studio.
As we get, I think, increased autonomy and the ability for us to give teams the freedom to create these incredible visions they have.
The thing about Xbox,
we will nurture the essence,
is that they're the opposite of Activision.
What has made Blizzard unique?
Our future.
They take a hands-off approach with their studios.
Our creative freedom.
I also want to be able to give those creative teams as much freedom as I can.
They give their first-party studios freedom. They empower them to do
You need
what
freedom
they
to
do
create.
best.
Our path forward is truly our own.
Blizzard is being set free.
Look at that eyeball. It's so high quality. Sorry. What the fuck?
Everyone at the team is super excited.
Now you mentioned their vision, but what about your vision? What does the future for Blizzard look like under Xbox? How do you envision it?
It's an exciting time. We have some big things planned.
Chapter 4.
We've been tracking the number of job layoffs, so there have been.
Oh yeah, this was horrible too, man.
Last year, and well,
fucking
this
scary,
year's count
dude.
has just increased massively.
There's a cyclical nature to the game industry. The third and fourth financial quarter, these companies want to
horrible, man. So many people got fired.
A lot of these roles are being lost across the industry.
And what's the fastest way to profit? Fire some employees.
The pandemic and ensuing lockdowns brought the U.S. economy into a tailspin in March 2020, forcing businesses to shut their
4 years
doors.
ago.
We had a big boom in game sales and revenue from the viral contaminant.
More people were pivoting towards online services, boosting revenue.
All the big megacorps go, oh, this will go on forever, so they hire a bunch of extra staff.
2022 was probably the best year to break into games.
When that ended, all of a sudden they lost a bunch of revenue.
2023, many agree, is worse than
What goes up must come down as well.
Oh, this is unsustainable now, so we better fire all these people.
This is really the latest that have been doing layoffs this year, this month alone. And that includes Riot Games, Google, Discord, Twitch, Unity, and more.
It's a bloodbath.
That's
insane,
I've been hearing
man.
rumors that layoffs might be coming to Blizzard, but this is way bigger and bloodier than I expected.
Microsoft cutting almost 2,000 jobs at Activision Blizzard and Xbox as the tech landscape resets. What are we even doing here?
It's just chaos over there right now.
But this is where things get a little bit interesting.
The president, Mike Barra, who I think previously said he wasn't for going and he was going to have to be dragged out.
Did he think in 2 and a bit months that he would be gone?
That was kind of surprising to me.
Someone will have to drag me
that
out
whole
of the
thing went
building.
down.
Let's go!
He hasn't literally been dragged out of the building, but something has changed.
A lot of people kind of expected that Mike Ybarra might be on the way out for various reasons.
The total massive Blizzard survival game is getting canceled. It's finished.
Yeah, that thing was insane. I mean, it wasn't a surprise, I guess, because we never really heard anything about it. But I do remember being very hyped about the whole survival game thing, and then this, oh no, now it's not here anymore, right?
Let's say he ruffled some feathers with
So random.
Blizzard over the course of a couple of disasters.
Yeah, I wanted to see what it was. I agree.
They should be proud of everything they've accomplished. Yeah, man, I'm sure being proud is really what they care about right now, not paying their bills.
And as well as the chief design officer, who is actually a co-founder.
Alan Adham.
Well, of course he told him to run a studio. When you buy a company, you're going to go through an observation time.
Just unprecedented layoffs.
You're going to observe what's going on with that company.
6 years down the drain.
Why is that company not doing what it's supposed to do?
After a merger, we expect layoffs.
You got to figure that out.
Black Forest Games cuts 50% of employees.
8% of the entire workforce.
Riot lays off 530 staff.
Gone
so
in a
many.
day.
The genesis of all of this
CI Games lays off 10% of its staff.
is Bobby Kotick.
Thunderful cut 20% of its workforce.
Bobby Kotick's gone, but he got a golden parachute.
Discord 70% of its staff.
The people who are gone now, likely not having a golden parachute.
Twitch cut a third of its staff. That's all within this month.
Quote, someone will drag me out of Blizzard.
Microsoft has still not communicated publicly what their vision is for Warcraft. A lot of the layoffs are hitting redundant departments such as marketing and other departments that you would expect to be hit by an integration with another company that does similar sorts of business.
Okay. Chapter 5.
Amongst the mass hysteria and confusion surrounding Blizzard, it's easy to forget why we play these games in the first place.
Oh. It is.
We may never escape the Bobby Koticks of the industry, and we should keep holding them accountable.
True.
But Blizzard is
so.
also made up of thousands of employees who just want to make good games.
Yep.
And
You gotta keep that in mind.
Finally, someone's going to let them.
I think that's a very important point to make still, right? Like there is still people very passionate in the gaming industry. Maybe they're in companies that aren't the greatest, right? But you know, that's why obviously give them flack when they're doing bad shit, but also if something positive is happening, you don't have to always be completely doomer about everything, right? And always hate everything, you know? We need something a bit less doomer now. Yeah, probably. I don't really care what's going on behind the scenes. I feel like if you constantly do, then you're gonna end up being like just very sad and depressed in life, man. Because the sad reality is like bad shit like that in big corporations. It always happens. It's very, very much happening everywhere, and I don't know. Obviously, you do gotta keep stuff accountable and everything like that, but. I mean, if a game is good and you're enjoying it, then play it. And if you don't like it and you don't find it fun, do something else, right?
I know a lot of World of Warcraft fans are excited to see World of Warcraft get back to where it needs to be.
The classic team has done a really, really good job.
Yeah, exactly.
And I said this earlier.
This is like the first time I've felt like positively about Blizzard as a company in like 15 years.
Yeah.
I think it's safe to say that Season of Discovery has been met with more positivity than anybody could have expected. Yes.
That's why I've always been like, not always, I've been quite positive about the Classic lately. I've been like, oh, they're doing a really good job. And some people always like, they're like, oh my dude, you're such a fucking Blizzard shill, man. The big corporations, man. What the hell? I think they're doing a pretty good job, man. I think right now they're doing a decent job on it. That was you? What? Oh! Wait, that was me! What the hell? I'm like in Duskwood, I think. This is on my rogue. What the hell? Like a Blizzard bootlegger. I feel like if they're doing a good job, let them know, man. Like be like, hey, dude, actually well done, right? And if it's bullshit, then let them know as well, right?
Met with more positivity than anybody could have expected.
Yes, you've definitely made your mistakes, but now is the time to start correcting them.
If we're gonna call out Blizzard when they do some dumb shit, we also have to applaud them when they do some smart shit.
Thank you.
Let them know, man. Okay, if they're doing good shit, let them know. We love this. If they're doing some bad shit, be like, frick you, heck, you know, dumb company.
So much for making the dream of WoW Classic and all the experiences we're working on a reality.
They're trying to build trust or restore faith that might have been lost. Trust us, the WoW team is trying to say.
I think it's the best piece of work in the Warcraft franchise that Blizzard has done for as long as I can remember.
Everything I saw at BlizzCon was amazing. People I talked to were so excited.
SOD has been a great success so far.
One of the things Blizzard needs to be doing better is banning gold buyers. A lot of people got banned yesterday.
Finally!
WoW really is back. There's a lot of people playing WoW.
World of Warcraft is back.
We are fully focused on listening and responding to you and building for a strong future in Azeroth for all of us.
It is with great joy that I announce Chris Metzen has joined the Warcraft leadership team as
like
creative
the voice
advisor.
of WoW in a way, man. That guy.
With the addition of Microsoft, despite all of the shit Blizzard has been through.
WoW is like hitting something special right now.
Even after 20 years.
WoW is back, baby!
People are still hitting up their friends about playing again.
That's true. Maybe it's time to come home. Honestly,
I would like to come home.
Okay. Written and shot by Taku. Great editing, by the way. What a good video. I mean, I don't know, it was a good narrative with it. I think it's a good story as well with how Blizzard is, how it's going through with it, how people are, you know, reacting to this stuff and how people respond to stuff. Really good video, man. I cannot believe this only has 300 views. That is such a well-made video. Taku, only 400 views? God damn, man. I'll link the video, guys. Check out Taku. He is absolutely amazing.